everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Vivian and today we're going to be doing a video that I've been wanting to film for such a long time and I've just never gotten around to filming it until now. But firstly, can we just look at this beautiful Harry Potter themed snitch bracelet I'm wearing? Like, look how beautiful it is. It's actually so pretty. Okay, without further ado, let's get into this video. It's content. Yes. Have I actually told you guys what this video was? I don't think I have. I've just been rambling on. I really need to stop doing that. Anyway, so I've gotten a few books as gifts around Christmas time and maybe afterwards. Not all of them were exactly Christmas presents, but I thought I might just incorporate them into this whole video to show you guys. And also it makes me seem like I have a lot more books, so it's like a haul, but it's not really a haul. It's like a mini book haul. Actually, for me, it's a pretty big book haul. I'm very excited to show you guys. Okay, so the first book I have here is Harry Potter, A History of Magic, and this is the illustrated book. Wait, what is it? The Spellbinding Companion to a Unique Exhibition. I don't know if you guys know, but there is a Harry Potter exhibition right now, or maybe some time ago, that the British Library held, and they released this companion book to it, and it is beautiful. It's so heavy as well, and the pages are just made of such good quality. It's basically a guide through all the subjects taught at Hogwarts, or most of them anyway. Like, you've got potions and alchemy, and it's so beautiful. These drawings are so pretty as well. And look, there's like a portrait of Albus Dumbledore. And it actually talks about real historical items like found in museums around the world. There's this picture of gardening implements made from antler and bone, this one over here, and it's from the Museum of Witchcraft and Magic in Boscastle, I think that's how you say it. And then there's also like, oh my god, divination, there's this crystal ball. It's so beautiful. I think I've said that a million times already. I think I was gonna say something else. Oh yes, and it's also got like original, what do you call them? Manuscripts from J.K. Rowling, from when she was writing drafts for Harry Potter. If I can find one to show you guys, that would be good. Here, look at this one. It's the handwritten draft of The Man with Two Faces, which is a chapter from The Philosopher's Stone, the first book of Harry Potter. Oh, I was so obsessed with this the first few days I got it, and I actually carried it around the house like everywhere. Funny thing is, I haven't actually read this properly. I think I'm just thinking of it as like a long-term thing where I'll slowly, like if I have time, I'll flick through pages of it or something. I am definitely going to read this, don't you worry about that. But I don't know when. And one of the most important things that I haven't mentioned yet is that this was given to me by my wonderful friend, and I still want to thank her out there if she's watching this video. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Yay. So the next two books I have I actually got for myself as a Christmas present, and it is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell and Almost Midnight by Rainbow Rowell as well. As you can tell, I'm a very big fan of Rainbow Rowell's writing, and her books are just glorious. And my favourite book of all time after Harry Potter is Carry On. I have it here on my shelf as well. So yeah, that's like 3 Rainbow Rowell books. Whoa! So yeah, I don't think you can tell I like her much. I got these 2 books off Book Depository, and it was my first time shopping there. I've heard everyone talking about it on YouTube, and I just never bothered getting anything from there, but I was like, I'll give it a go, and the books are so much cheaper there. It's actually amazing. Only downside was that it came from the UK, so it did take quite a while to get here down to Australia, but it was well worth the wait. They even gave me some bookmarks. Both of them the same, but they're the Alice in Wonderland collection, which, funnily enough, I don't really want to be reminded of this story as I had just read it for English for Year 8 last year. No offense to all you Alice lovers out there, that was not my favourite book at all. So I've actually read Fangirl already, and I just really wanted a copy of it. And I'm not embarrassed at all to say that part of the reason why I got it was for all of the Simon Snow fanfiction in here, just to add to my collection of Simon Snow obsessiveness. That's not a word, obsession is a better word. So Fangirl is about these two twins, Kath and Ren, although the main story is focused on Kath as she goes into university. And basically they've got to kind of branch out and meet new people, but Kath is more of an introverted person and she prefers to just keep to herself and write fanfiction for Simon Snow, which is a made-up series in the Fangirl's world. And it sort of just follows her. It's a contemporary novel, so it follows her as she progresses through university. And I really like this book because I'm pretty sure Kath actually has anxiety, and this is like the first book I read that has anxiety represented in it, and it was really different because I think I read this when I was a bit younger and I didn't understand that. I was like, why is she so anxious all the time? But now I get it. Yeah, I just think it's a really good book for self-discovery, and it's also got a good romance in it. So yeah. Almost Midnight is a collection of 2 short stories by Rainbow Rowell, and one of them is called Midnights and the other one is called Kindred Spirits. And I think Midnights is about, let me see, I think it's about this boy and girl who meet every New Year's Eve, and they sort of go from strangers to friends and onwards. And then Kindred Spirits, I think it's about these 2 Star Wars lovers or something, and then maybe they're queuing up for the Star Wars movie to come out or something, also at New Year's Eve or something. And then this girl meets this boy. Oh, but you know, it's Rainbow Rowell, so it's pretty easy to guess. And the next book I have is a Christmas present, and that is the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone Hufflepuff edition. And I've been wanting this book for such a long time. I don't actually own a copy of the Philosopher's Stone, so I thought this was amazing since I am a proud Hufflepuff. And it actually has extracts from about Hufflepuff and like its house and everything, so I think it's just a good book to have. The next books are all Chinese because I was on a trip to China earlier this year, as you guys know. That's why I haven't been uploading. And they have this amazing book central, and it's like 6 stories high. It's so big. They have everything in there. Basically every time I go there I return with like a stack full of books, and this time was definitely the most I've ever gotten from there. So I have this book, The Little Paris Bookshop. What am I saying? Yes, The Little Paris Bookshop by Nina George, and she's a German author. This is the Chinese translated version, and I'm pretty sure there are English versions out there somewhere. The Little Paris Bookshop is about this man who owns this bookshop that's set on a boat, and he lives in Paris, as you can tell. And basically his boat is like some sort of boat chemist. Basically he treats his customers as clients. If you have any like troubles in your life that you can't physically take medicine for, then a book is the best medication for that. And he can sense out their situation. Say if someone's lost a wife or whatever, he'll give them the right book or medication for that. And I think it's a really creative idea, but the only problem is that he doesn't know how to heal himself. His lover kind of ran away from him about 21 years ago, and she left him with this letter. And he's never been able to open this letter because he's too afraid to find out what's inside. But then one day, somehow, he gets wind of his lover's situation, and he finds out that she might not actually be breaking up with him in that letter, and there might be another reason to why she left him. So he kind of goes on to this journey to find her, and so far it's really, really good and funny. I would probably read the English version after I finish the Chinese version, because it'd be interesting to see how the language is different. I don't know what it's classified as. I don't think it's YA. It might be adult. I don't know, but it seems pretty good to me. So next I have Try Not to Breathe by Holly Seddon, and in Chinese it is translated into Someone Trapped in Time. So it's about this girl, Amy, who on the 18th of July, after she left school, she never came back home. And then on the 22nd of July, 4 days later, she's found with this park covered in injuries. She goes into this coma, and it's been 15 years later and they still don't know the truth of what happened to her. And then this journalist just tries to piece together the puzzle of the mystery of Amy and what happened to her. So this sounded really interesting, and this cover is so beautiful. Like, look at it. It's got these like creepy leaves that look like eyes. Alright, next I have, it's called, directly translated, it's called I'm a Cat, and it's by this Japanese author, which I have no idea how to say his name, or her name, I'm sorry. It's basically a really cool novel that is written from a cat's perspective on human life and everything about humans. And it just seems like it'll be, in a way, I don't know if this sounds dramatic, but eye-opening to how we really are. I will not lie that I was actually drawn to this by the idea of a cat because I love cats. And yeah, I just cannot wait to read this. Next I have 2 books by the same author, who is, as far as I know, a very famous Japanese author who I have no idea what his English name is. I don't know the English name for this either, but I think it's about these 2 kids that killed their parents and their life and the consequences after that. Apparently it's like a really sad book, and at the back here, because, okay, I just want to show you guys. This is the amount of novels that this Japanese author has written. That is a lot. At the back it says here, oh, if you're a new reader, this is like the order they recommend you to read his books in. And basically this is the last book in this whole cycle that they reckon readers should read, and I'm picking it up first, which is very risky. But honestly, I couldn't care less. This just sounds interesting, so I'm just going to read it. And it sounds very different and might be heavy, like really heavy for all I know, but I'm prepared for it. The next book I have by that same Japanese author is this book, and I didn't buy this one. My cousin actually gave it to me from China, and it's, I'm going to attempt to translate this, The Detective's Curse. It's about this detective that goes to this little town, and then one day the wealthiest person in town dies from a bullet wound, and then the second day a novelist or a writer gets shot as well, and then the detective was just right next to the crime scene, but he never heard anything. And then basically day after that people just keep dying, and it's like a really, it's like a, what do you call it, a crime, what do you call it, crime novel? A murder novel? Murder mystery? Murder mysteries. Yeah, that's what you call it. I think it's that, and it'll be interesting to read in Chinese as well. Okay, so the last books I have are actually a whole series, and if you can't guess what it is, then you really don't know me. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. At all. I don't know if I can actually lift all these up. I'm going to attempt with the muscles that do not exist to lift this up. Okay, these are the Chinese translated editions of Harry Potter, and it's the, what do you call it? Pretty sure there's a name for this. It's like the special edition that forms all their spines form Hogwarts. I don't know if you can see, but oh my gosh, it is very hard to hold. But yeah, look, yay. So the same cousin who gave me the other book bought me this set as well. So that was very nice of him, and it will be very interesting to read Harry Potter in Chinese, and basically I have no idea where this is going to go on my tiny little bookshelf, but I'll find a way somehow. Anyway, thanks guys for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, or even if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up anyway, and subscribe. Oh yeah, and all of the books I mentioned, or most of them, I will try to link. I'm going to try and find any possible websites for the Chinese books that are like in English, so if you're interested, you might check them out as well. Stay tuned for more videos, and I have a few video ideas. I have a feeling that I'm going to try and do a Harry Potter merch video, like show you guys all the merch I own of Harry Potter, since, you know, it's not like absolutely jaw-dropping, but you know, it's quite a lot. And if you guys are interested in watching that video, please stay tuned for that. I'm kind of scared to say comment below if you want to see that video, because I feel like no one will comment, but you know, I just said it, so if you want to do that, then do that. Thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!